Just a Moment in Time by Zoli Dregley. Well, this is me. Here I am just hanging out at a place called Greasewood Flats. This is one of the last stagecoach stops in the country. It's just north of Phoenix. One of my favorite things to do is ride my motorcycle, and the other just being outdoors. It seems like only yesterday, just a moment in time, I lived in this house in Cleveland, Ohio, with my two other brothers, two sisters, and my mother and father. I lived there until I was 21 years old. The winter before I turned 21, Cleveland had its worst winter ever, the coldest weather ever in Cleveland. Here's a weather report from January 1978.
Know the reason why. We'll check the weather for you in detail right after this. I have lived up north in Canada and been around this area for quite a few years. Down there on the shoreway tonight was the coldest night I have ever experienced. And I checked it on the wind chill factor, and it was about 40 or 45 degrees below zero. The wind chill factor is this. That is the effect of the wind and the air on exposed flesh. And it is equal to a temperature of 40 degrees to 45 degrees below zero down there. It is no place to be. It is bitter out there and won't be much better tomorrow. Let's check it now and find out what's going to be happening. Storm surge for the next 5 days. It continues to be cold. Tonight, 0. In some areas, near blizzard conditions, terrible driving conditions existing tonight and once again tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be only about 10 degrees and some more light snow, blowing and drifting snow. Winds coming around to the west, still at 20 to 30. The wind chill factor will really be down there. Wednesday, some flurries continuing with a high of only 15. Look at this now for Thursday. 15 degrees again under cloudy skies. Friday will warm all the way up to 22, but more snow will come our way. And Saturday will be 20, and it will be cloudy again on Saturday, so no break in the cold wave.
Cleveland came to a grinding halt. Everything was closed. Schools, businesses, everything. It was the worst winter ever. That next spring, my best friend Mark asked me if I wanted to move to Arizona with him. It didn't take me long to think about leaving Cleveland. After that last winter, I was done with the cold weather. Mark would tell me how beautiful Arizona was, how spectacular the sunsets were, how beautiful and alive the desert was. I couldn't wait to move to Arizona. I was 21 at the time, so I didn't have a lot of responsibilities or own very much. So I sold what I did have and moved to Arizona. I lived in Tempe for almost 3 years and met the girl of my dreams, Jenny. The first night we met, we talked all night. I knew she was the one I was going to marry. Although she was only 17 at the time and I was 22, we hit it off so well. We dated for 2 years and got married, and not long after that, our first son was born, Adam. Our family grew to 3 boys, Adam, Matthew, and Mark. Life was full of fun and excitement. With 3 young boys and all their activities, they kept us very busy. One of our yearly family rituals was for all of the boys to go out on some type of a camping trip. Most of the time we went to this place called Lockett Meadow near Flagstaff. Those were some of the most happiest days of my life. Just spending time with my boys was so great. Working for Tempe, my career was also growing. I started as a utility worker 1, repairing water mains, sewer mains, and everything else related to water and wastewater systems for Tempe Water. I did that for 2 years, was promoted to a plant mechanic, then a senior plant mechanic, and then to environmental investigator. The city has also put me through college, all paid for by the city. I just had to pass the classes. That brings me up to now. Oh, my friend Mark, he and I still hang out. We go backpacking 3 or 4 times a year. Well, that's it. Thanks for spending this moment in time with me. And this is who I am.